Welcome to Crypto Plus, where we bring you the latest information on cryptos, blockchains, definance and futuristic investment vehicles. Today is Monday the 12th of July 2021 and we're looking at a most interesting article published by Yahoo Finance on Saturday where Steve Wozniak, the co-founder of Apple, has launched his own token and praises Bitcoin. This is important should anyone have any doubts about the future of this cryptocurrency or blockchains in general for the future. However, there are some paradoxes in what we see in this article and we shall look at them briefly. So let's go ahead and do just that. Let's take a look at this article published on Saturday. Headline: Steve Wozniak launches his own token as he praises the potential of Bitcoin. Speaking at Talentland Jalisco 2021, multimillionaire American philanthropist and entrepreneur Steve Wozniak has become the latest prominent figure to throw his weight behind Bitcoin. In an interview with El Sol de Mexico, one of Latin America's biggest media outlets, the tech visionary revealed that he believes in the future of Bitcoin as a digital gold asset, labeling Bitcoin as a product of mathematical genius. Wozniak's support for Bitcoin comes at a time of rising inflation rates due to the COVID-19 pandemic and follows many institutional moves into cryptocurrency as a hedge on the debasement of the United States dollar. The Apple co-founder highlighted the promise of Bitcoin over other traditional inflation hedges such as precious metals, suggesting that, unlike Bitcoin, gold is limited and you have to look for it. We'll stop there. That's a very interesting comment, and he is not the first entrepreneur or industry leader to actually make this comment. So many have called Bitcoin digital gold. And we've raised this in previous videos. Whether it's accurate or not is almost immaterial. Perception today is reality. This comes at a time when understanding of BTC as a secure means of protecting savings is entering the mainstream, with calls for Americans to hold BTC for retirement from Senator Cynthia Lummis. Bitcoin is digital gold. Nevertheless, this isn't the first time Wozniak has marveled at the wonders of Bitcoin. In an interview in 2018, he argued, "Man makes up currencies, controls them, issues new US dollars every year. Bitcoin is immune to that." And in another interview with CNBC, he says, "Only Bitcoin is pure digital gold." And I totally buy into that. However, when asked about whether he personally invested in BTC, he revealed, "I do not invest in Bitcoin, but I believe in it for the future." Now that's a little concerning because, of course, with his wealth, one would have thought even the odd $1 million would be a relatively small investment for him if he really does believe it is the future. In 2019, Wozniak reportedly sold all of his Bitcoin holdings, bought at $700 per BTC, amid a turbulent and volatile long winter for the asset. So does he know something that we don't? Is the reason he's not holding at the moment or buying because he believes it's near a high and is expecting a fall? Speaking at the Nordic Business Forum, Wozniak said, "I wanted to experiment with it. When it shot up high, I said I don't want to be one of those people who watches and watches it and cares about the number. I don't want that kind of care in my life. Part of my happiness is not to have worries, so I sold it all and just got rid of it." Now, it is a good article, and Bitcoin supporters will of course be proffering this article as support for Bitcoin. But it does strike one as rather odd that he's advocating it for the future. He's a multi-millionaire oblique, if not multi-billionaire, and yet he's worried when he bought some at $700 and sold it because he couldn't cope with its price rising and falling. We'll have to draw our own conclusions from that. While Wozniak might not personally hold BTC, this doesn't mean that he isn't a proponent, user, and visionary in the cryptocurrency space. The entrepreneur first teased the press with vague comments surrounding a blockchain project in 2018. Last year, he revealed the launch of his first new business since Apple in 1976, eForce, a new online platform empowered by blockchain technology that allows contributors to benefit from and trade the energy savings generated by energy efficiency projects worldwide in a tokenized fashion with $Wozniak. Not sure how you'd pronounce that. Climate financing has been specifically highlighted as a key role blockchain can play in fighting climate change in a recent report by the United Nations. According to Wozniak, energy consumption and CO2 emissions worldwide have grown exponentially, leading to climate change and extreme consequences to the environment. We can improve our energy footprint and lower our energy consumption without changing our habits, he explained. We can save the environment simply by making more energy improvements. Following Wozniak's crypto project announcement and the launch of the token in December, some on Twitter rushed to Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao to request his exchange list the new $Wozniak token. That's the end of the article. So he's launched his own token. It's supposed to be environmentally friendly, and he launches it on the Bitcoin platform, which is one of the less energy-friendly, climate-friendly platforms of all the blockchains. He would have done better perhaps with Ethereum, especially with Ethereum 2 coming out, and of course Cardano, and a host of others. So there are some slightly confusing issues here. He places his new token on a not so efficient blockchain, not so climate friendly blockchain. He advocates the blockchain, calls it digital gold, but doesn't hold any because he cannot cope with the fluctuations and spend too much time concerned about his investment. Rather strange, don't you think? Well, what do you think of this article? And why do you think Steve Wozniak has not invested in Bitcoin, really? How do you explain the paradox of him launching his own token based on climate change and energy efficiency on a blockchain that currently is one of the most damaging to the environment to mine and least energy efficient? Do share your thoughts. Once you've done that, please help us by giving this video a thumbs up. And if, of course, you haven't already done so, do subscribe and press the bell sign so you're notified of future videos. Yesterday, by the way, we published the second in our series of Nikki's Crypto Portfolio Review, where every week we will look at what Nikki has done by way of buying and selling cryptos and see in real time how she is faring. We've placed a link to that below. And thank you once again for watching. Now, before we end this video, we wish to alert you to the fact that a new report from Deloitte examines the trend of companies allocating their funds towards buying virtual currency and other digital assets. The business intelligence software company MicroStrategy, for example, disclosed in December that it purchased over $1 billion in Bitcoin in 2020. In February, car maker Tesla announced that it bought $1.5 billion in Bitcoin and will accept it as payment, though Elon Musk, its CEO, did reverse that decision since, until at least the blockchain becomes more energy efficient. Elon has also sent out a number of tweets about his investments in the digital currency Dogecoin, or at least singing its praises. Twitter too is reportedly mulling the purchase of Bitcoin to boost its reserves, while Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey said in 2019 that he has been purchasing $10,000 in Bitcoin each week. The Deloitte paper offers guidance to companies on investing in digital currencies for their treasuries, including the accounting and reporting considerations, tax implications, risks, and internal controls. It does not take a genius to work out that if accounting firms the size of Deloitte are advising corporations on the tax treatment of cryptocurrencies and cryptocurrency investments, that this form of digital asset is likely to be here for some time to come. Disclaimer: Under no circumstances what we cover in these videos should be deemed as investment advice, nor an invitation to invest in any of the vehicles or products we mention. We're not authorized practicing financial advisors, and you should please be minded of that. Before you consider any investment whatsoever in any field, we recommend that you speak to a regulated professional financial advisor. Thank you. Have a great day.